Welcome to the Makeover Your Mindset podcast. I'm Cassie McKenzie. Think of me as your BFF for manifestation and high vibe mindset makeovers. It's my personal mission to turn your inspiration into action so you can be, do, and have everything you've ever dreamed of having in life. This podcast will focus a ton on creating fulfilling relationships with money, friends, and soulmates, and inspire you to have fun so you can live the most extraordinary life you've ever imagined. If you're ready to take to the next step, then you've come to the right place. Thanks again for joining me. Now let's begin. Welcome back for another episode of the Makeover Your Mindset podcast. I'm Cassie McKenzie. I am so happy you decided to push play today. Thank you. I am so thankful for all of our dedicated listeners and bringing you a very special episode tonight. I'm recording this tonight, but it's actually, you're probably listening to this during the day, wherever that might be. So in my private group, the Badass Manifestation Queen, I don't know why I can't get that right. It's a little block of my own, but I have started doing Money Monday, where I talk about how you can pay off your debt to build up your savings and free up your finances to be able to do more cool shit like travel or buy a house or buy a hamster. I don't know, whatever financial freedom means to you. So everybody's different, right? And I tackled a couple big questions on this episode, and I want to give you a chance I wanted to share it with you and give you a chance to listen as well, because I'm not quite sure if everyone who listens to this podcast is actually part of the private group. You can find it on Facebook if you like this sort of content. I'm also, this coming Friday, going to be doing a vision board party, and it coincides with Champagne Friday, so that we can go ahead and celebrate all the cool stuff we're going to manifest on those vision boards. And speaking of manifesting some cool stuff, my Bali Retreat is officially open for enrollment. Head to makeoveryourmindset.com/Bali. I have included so many really cool bonuses and things that are going to be included into this Bali Retreat. I'm so incredibly excited. I wish we could go tomorrow. But alas, we can't, because it's in November. It's over Thanksgiving week. It's from November 23rd to the 29th, and that's your only other option to work with me, unless you are up for some one-on-one coaching. But be sure to check it out if it sounds like something that you're interested in. You'll be hearing more about it as the months go on. But in the meantime, enjoy this episode where I talk about the fact that debt is neither bad nor good, and it's all in how we approach it. And I think you're going to like this one. So if you do like it and you feel compelled, please head up to iTunes and leave me a review, and a 5-star rating would be amazing. While you're there, go ahead and hit subscribe so you don't miss out on an episode at all. And without any further ado, here is a peek inside Money Monday. I love you all so much, and I can't wait to meet some of y'all in person. So on tonight's Money Monday, I wanted to talk about how debt is neither good or bad. And the reason I want to talk about that is, as you know, I am a coach, a money mindset coach for women who are trying to get rid of debt so that they can build up their savings and do more fun things like travel the world, buy a house, buy new clothes, buy a set of kayaks, I don't know, join a gym, whatever you call it. But really, I help a lot of women who enjoy traveling as much as I do, and really just want to create more freedom in their life by paying their debt off. Because a lot of times debt can be a cause of a lot of internal conflicts and a lot of guilt and worry. And really, I wanted to start this call off today by telling you that debt is not, it's neither good nor bad. Debt is just a choice that you've made to pay off something over time. And hi, Annie. Hi, Leslie. I'm so glad you joined. So yeah, debt is neither good nor bad. It is just a choice that you've made to pay something off over time. It's when we start attaching these feelings of anxiety and guilt and sadness, or like maybe we resent ourselves for paying, for certain things or buying certain things, which create the debt in the first place. Or maybe we feel guilty for spending that much on ourselves for going to school, or maybe the car that we drive. It's just like a reminder of all the money that you spend every day. But it doesn't need to be like that. And when you start to feel shame around the things that you've purchased, that's when the debt starts hurting you. So as you know, like I really go off a lot of the energetics and things around money, but I really, I'm starting to add some more practicality too, in these conversations as well, to give you all some extra tips or things that you can do to help your money situation as well. But in this particular case, like I hear a lot of times from the clients I work with that, they feel like they can't enjoy their life yet until they're, gone, until their debt is gone. And they can't like get peace of mind or sleep at night knowing that it's there and it's always hanging over them. And by putting that sort of energy out, you're actually creating more reasons for, bills to come, or for other, payments to be necessary. And I see it all the time. I see it all the time where people go to, my clients or whoever, people I know in regular life go, sorry, I'm shedding. They go to pay all their debt off, and then lo and behold, all of a sudden, some other unexpected expense comes up because all they've been thinking about is debt, debt, debt. They haven't been thinking about like focusing on having an overflow or making more money in their job than ever before, or having an unexpected, idea that then fuels another idea that can make you money, and all these like intuitive downloads or opportunities, just inspired actions start coming up, and soon you're in a completely different situation than you were before. So it doesn't, the things in life that happen really don't mean anything except for like the meaning that we assign to them, and debt is just the same. So when we start assigning a meaning that it's bad, then it's going to bring a lot of like negative emotions into the topic of money, which then sends out the wrong kind of energy, first of all. Then oopsie, I just kicked my light. And you might also get, down on yourself, which then brings, more of those same things to you. Versus looking at it, setting it up on an automatic payment plan, knowing that it's getting paid and it's not a big deal, and like you're making other money up and over and above what your debt is, but also you are able to pay it with ease and bringing in more money every single month. So you can set up, like one practical idea I can give you is set a separate bank account, or I don't know, like whatever you want to do. If it's a bank account, a separate like envelope in your house if you need to, or earmark it as part of like a fund for yourself to throw some money in there every month. Like even if it's just $20 for that, you could go ahead and spend it on yourself for traveling, or spend it on yourself for manicures every 2 weeks or months, or I don't know, like whatever lights you up and makes you feel good about the topic of money. That's what we want to get you doing. So also, become a vibration and a vibe, like get that vibe in your body for earning money. Look at the money that you're bringing in and set up payment alerts and like direct deposit alerts on your email, so that every time you get paid, you don't have to like actually go into your account and look at it. I want you to be able to get your emails that are sent to you so that you can wake up on payday and it's sitting there and it's a reminder that you have money coming in. And every time you can get those reminders of what exactly is coming in, then that'll be an opportunity for you to, thank the money that's there. Be grateful for the money that's there. And I swear, these little changes and these little tweaks start reminding you of all of the overflow all that earning potential that's there. The fact that your desires can be matched with the amount of money that is coming in constantly and getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So maybe you need that reminder, and then you'll become, a stronger match for having more than enough in your bank account to pay your bills and things like that. But really, I want you to start thinking that you can be happy now, even with debt. You can, be happy now, even if you'd like to do more. Just write down what you'd like to do and give your subconscious dog a bone, because he's going to go after it, or she, I guess in this case, go after it like it's the number one job in the world. So that is my thing. Also, I'll tell you what, I like to think of it like this. So say I have $17,000 in credit card debt or student loans, and I decide I want to get out of debt so I can buy a house. Well, you realize to buy a $200,000 house, it would be, if you want to put 20% down, it's $40,000. So $160,000 would be mortgaged. So I said this to my husband the other night, so these getting out of $17,000 debt so that then you can get into $160,000 debt. Let's start thinking of it like this, right? Does that make sense? So drop me a heart if it makes sense, right? So there's no bad thing about having debt. That's my point. And there's great things for having overflow and getting into that vibe and realizing that you're more than capable of getting the house that you want and the car that you want and the job that you want and the clothes that you want, and still pay down the old decisions that you made back in the day. So that is my thing for today, and I wanted to open it up to you guys for questions. I have not seen any come up yet, but I know last week on the call, there was a question on here and I didn't see it until afterwards, and I felt really bad about that. So let me go back to last week's call because I want to make a note about that. That would have been the first, maybe not. Okay, does anybody have any questions? Anyone? Tell me if this is helpful. I really want to be, helpful for you all and provide a lot of value on these Money Monday calls, especially since they're live. So let me see. Let me go on here and see. I don't see anything yet, but that doesn't mean anything. Okay. Let's see. So let me see. Last week, the question was, if you guys have any questions, please ask them. You can message me personally if my Wi-Fi decides to work. Also, have you guys checked out the new announcement? I haven't made the announcement yet in the group, but the Bali Retreat is officially open. So there's 2 ways to work with me. You can either be a one-on-one client of mine, or you can come to the Bali Retreat. And the Bali Retreat is the best of both worlds. It's actually going to be during the week of Thanksgiving here in America, and it is it's going to be for 7 days. Oopsie, that was me from last week. Just stop. Okay. So it's going to actually be for 7 days, 6 nights, and all food is included, and also group coaching every morning. We're going to do yoga every morning, but really we're going to get to the bottom of your money mindset and make you completely understand and totally rewire your subconscious brain to make you think like a millionaire and to make you think like you are on top of the world on your money game and really believe it, because that is where all the change happens. It doesn't happen outside with all the practical things that we go and implement in life. It happens when we internally in our money mindsets and in our brain, in the subconscious, when it's wired for wealth. So That's what's going to happen during these 6 days. During these 6 nights and 7 days. Also, you'll get 1 month of one-on-one coaching leading up to it. It's going to be 2 calls. And if you do the pay in full option, you get an extra coaching call that week in the villa. So, and the villa is the same exact one. If you guys follow Manifestation Babe, it's the same exact villa that she used. That's where I got the inspiration for the Buddhas. And it is going to be for like about half the price of what she charges for her last year. I think that was what month is it? It was in March or April. So anyway, you're going to get your money mindset totally rewired. You are going to walk away with so much, great impact in your life as far as reaching your goals and really hitting that target that you want to hit leading into the new year. My kids are screaming in the other room, so I'm sorry if you have to hear that. But yeah, go check it out. It's makeoveryourmindset.com/Bali. It just opened up yesterday, and we have 12 spots open. Actually 10 spots open for sure, and they are going to go quickly. So I just wanted to make that announcement. So get on it since you're part of this group, and if you're on my email list, then you will get a special coupon too. So if you're interested, then shoot me a message and we can talk if you want more information too. Otherwise, if everything that you read on the sales page looks great, then you can go ahead and enroll. So just let me know. I'm so excited. Hope to see you there. Okay, so I got the question from last week, and that is from Taryn. She said, what are the first steps to manifesting your dreams? So the first steps that I would take is getting really, really super clear. So much happens that we manifest into our lives that we don't even realize that we do. And it's usually because we're talking about it and obsessing about it for a long time. And this is usually why we're not getting the results that we want and as quickly as we want, because what happens is what you focus on expands. So if you're focusing on the exact thing that you want to happen, talking about it every day, writing about it every day, obsessing about it every day, then that is going to be the first step that you can take. It's the easiest path. Your subconscious and the universe takes the path of least resistance to get it to you. So where the resistance comes in are these thoughts of, oh, I can't do that. There's no way. It's just too tough. There's no way I can have that life. When really you can. The only thing that differentiates us from the millionaire next door is they probably make decisions a lot faster and commit to it. So that would be one of the things that I would say. Get super, super clear on what, your dreams actually means. You want to write it down, make a super detailed list of what that looks like and what would make you happy in that situation. And then be happy now. That would be the biggest tip I can give. So I hear so much people say, well, when I have this amount of money, when I make 6 figures, I'll be happy. Or when I have that house, I'm going to be happy. And I'm going to let you in on a secret. If you're not happy, the house isn't going to make you happy. And the money's not going to make you happy. You're just going to get it and be like, oh crap, well, now what do I do? I think that's going to make me happy, or that's going to make me happy. And I see it all the time. And the way to stop that cycle is really to sit and think and obsess about what's making you happy in this moment now, what you're pleased with. If there's usually one area that's not working out all that great for you, then there might be 5 or 6 other areas that really do. So for instance, someone might have a shit ton of friends that they love, a super big social life. They've got a 6-figure job, but they really want a boyfriend. So they feel good about all the other areas of their life, but this one area is where they're kind of tripped up. And that's the one area that they keep pointing out that they don't have a boyfriend, that they're miserable in. So one way that they could switch that is by taking all those other areas that are going pretty good, and it's called going on a rampage pretty much of these emotions and a verbal rampage is what like Abraham Hicks calls it. So it would sound something like, my job is going really well. My life is really pretty good. Like, I've got all of these friends and I've got all of these wonderful things that I do. And I've got this great social life, and this other area of my life, it's going okay. It's going all right. It's going pretty good. I mean, it can definitely be better, but like, I'd love for it to feel like this other part of my life that feels like this and feels like that and feels, if you get the point. So you start going on this rampage of how, look at these other areas, look at how this feels, look how happy it makes me. There's so much pleasure in those areas, and really obsess about that. And then you'll start feeling good. And then you'll start realizing and saying out loud that these other, like, say the area of having the wealth or having a boyfriend, that's coming too. Like, you can feel it. You can feel that that's going to be soon. It's going to get there, and it's going to feel exactly like the other situations feel, and it's going to be content, and it's getting there. It's really getting there, and yada, yada, yada. So that's how I would feel, and that's how I would approach it. But, the first step for sure is getting like super clear on what you want to do, and making your list. And then focusing on, like, how would all those things on your list make you feel, and how can we get you feeling that way today? So that is my answer to the question, Taryn. I hope that helped. And if there's anything else you guys need help with, or you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me at Makeover Your Mindset anytime. I'm Makeover Your Mindset on Instagram and on Facebook. And you can send a message if you have any questions about the Bali Retreat or working one-on-one with me. You could send those to hello@makeoveryourmindset.com. So thanks so much again, guys. I really appreciate you. If you really love this episode, please be sure to leave a rating and a review. We thrive on those so that more people can find out about the Makeover Your Mindset podcast, and they can get help and become rich women, and totally wealthy and abundant in all the kinds of ways. So thank you again, and I will see you all next week. Bye. Loved this episode of the Makeover Your Mindset podcast? Head over to iTunes to subscribe, rate, and leave a review. It's very much appreciated, so more high vibe people like you can find us. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next episode.